Hello friends, welcome to the video tutorials of Advanced Java Programming. In fourth unit of Advanced Java Programming, unit is Java Server Page. Previously we have discussed some method of Java Server Page and action tag. In this session we will discuss the how to connect with database as well as in JSP database access. So while accessing the JSP database from JSP page, we should have some database package installed in our machine. So in this section, we consider the connectivity of JSP with MySQL database. We will follow the step like we want to access the database using JSP page with some assumption. We require the Tomcat web server is installed as well as MySQL server is installed as well as JDK is installed. So all installation step as well as what is the procedure of installation we will discuss at practical session. So here the program related to the connectivity of JSP with JDBC. You required first import statement. We all familiar with the import. Same way in the JSP we require the paste import method. So import is equal to java.sql.star. It contains all the file related to the SQL. Then we required this tag for starting and ending. Then required one method, we'll all familiar whenever we load the driver. Here the class.forName method is required. In second chapter we already discussed in JDBC. For loading the class or driver, we require this class.forName method. Here class.forName in the bracket we required com.mysql.jdbc driver. Then connection con is one object, it required for connection. Then JDBC MySQL, here the location is required with the port number 3306/GTU. First is username and second is password. System statement, here the object of statement is created by using con.create statement. Then result set rs is equal to statement.execute query. We required one SQL query like select query. So select star from SSIT. Here the database you can choose the SSIT, while rs.next is condition. We require the next output by using the rs.next method. We required out.println, so rs.get string first, same way second string and third string will be appeared, and connection required to close. Then how can we handle the session as well as cookies handling in JSP? So we all familiar with the session and cookie. What do you mean by session and cookie? That's already discussed. Here we required to manage the cookie and session. So JSP cookie handling. Cookie are the text file that store on the client computer and they kept for various information tracking purpose. It's stored in browser like Chrome, Firefox, Opera Mini. Then JSP transparently support the HTTP cookies using underlying servlet technology. Servlet technology, we all familiar with the servlet technology. Then here the code for cookies is equal to new cookie c1 and we require the name of cookie. Same way cookie dot set max age is a lifeline of cookie. It's set as a 60x60, that means 60 is millisecond and 60 second. We required 1 minute. Same way response dot add cookie, we required the cookie object response. And here the HTML part that contain the body a href, we required to move from one page to another page. Here the link. So by click here, you have to generate the second cookie page, that is cookie2.jsp. Here this one is a cookie1.jsp. So by clicking on the second, click here, here the code of cookie2.jsp. So same way we require the one object, cookie c2 is equal to request.getCookie. Here the condition for loop is required for integer I is equal to 0, I less than c2.length I plus plus. Out.print we require the name, so c2.getName, c2.getValue. How can we handle the session? In JSP, session is implicit object of type HTTP session. The Java developer can use this object to set, get or remove the attributes or to get the session information. In the page directives, session attributes indicate whether or not the JSP page use HTTP session. Here the syntax like less than %@ page, this is the JSP. So session is equal to true. That means by default this value is true. We can handle the session by using this way. Then this is the simple example, like here the page session is equal to true. We required some logic, so session.set attributes s1, ssit. Then here HTML part contain one link for forwarding, or we required to move on next page by click on this next page link. So session2.jsp that contain again page session is equal to true. Then string str is one object to get the attributes, so string session.get attributes, we require the attributes from s1, so value of s1 will be here. Then out.println session plus this string will be appeared. JSP standard tag library JSTL. JSTL is used to represent the set of tag to simplify the JSP development. What is the use of JSTL? It required to fast development. JSTL provide many tags that simplify the JSP. Code reusability, we can use the same code, we can use the JST tag in various page. No need to use the scriptlet tag, it avoid the use of scriptlet tag. And generally we required for creating the JSTL application, you need to load the JSTL.jar file. Here the main tag library that contain the core tag, function tag, internationalize means formatting tag, SQL tag and some XML tag. So why we require the core tag? This core tag library contain the core information means variable, support, flow control, iterator, URL management, malicious. Then this is the URI for the core. So generally this URI is common, http://java.sun.com, then /JSP JSTL up to this path is common for all the tag library. But last one is you require for core, so /core. You require for function, so /function is here. Then for formatting tag we required FMT. FMT is a prefix. Here last one indicate the prefix. Then HTTP again we required for SQL, so /SQL is here, and XML /XML is here. So let me check the core tag. The core tag group of tag are most frequently used for JSTL tag. JSTL core tag provide the variable support, URL management, flow control, all the thing. Here the syntax, generally the syntax is common, but here tag lib prefix is C is called core tag. So here the URI we all familiar. URI is equal to http://java.sun.com/JSP. It contain into JSTL. So JSTL/core, and this tag is completed. So for the core tag, this contain some sub tag like cout, import, set, remove, catch. Here the simple condition whatever we already use in C language or any language, like if condition, we require the switch case. So here the choose, when is one condition while we are using in the other program. Then for same loop, for token is one different parameter, and redirect as well as URI. This is a useful description regarding to the particular tag. Simply this one is a useful if you are using the choose or C:when or C:otherwise. So it generally required for condition. It is the simple conditional tag that include its body content if the evaluated condition is true. Generally, if we want to check the condition, if A greater than B, so value of A is maximum. So this type of a tag is required. Cout, generally it display the result of an expression similar to the, here the tag is used inside this. So this is the syntax for URI, and prefix you can write same way. Here the prefix is equal to C because we are using the core tag. In the HTML part we required cout value is welcome to JSP. Here the value is equal to $, means it is one expression. So we are written in core tag. So C:out value is equal to $, and here one message welcome to JSTL. So simple this message will be appeared. C:'import is generally used to import or include with additional features of include the content of any resource. And last portion is JSP custom tag. So what do we mean by custom tag? A custom tag is user defined JSP language element. When a JSP page containing a custom tag is translated into a servlet, the tag is converted to the operation on object called a tag handler. The web container then invoke those operations when the JSP page servlet is executed. The JSP tag extension let you create the new tag that you can insert directly into the Java server page. Just you would build in, it is called the built-in tag. How to create a custom tag? For creating the custom tag, you need to three thing keep in your mind. Like first, tag handler is a one class. In this class we specified what our custom tag will do when it is used in JSP page. So tag handler class is useful for business logic of tag. Then second, TLD file means tag descriptor file. This file where we will specify our tag name as well as tag handler class and tag attributes. TLD file is required. Then third thing is JSP page. JSP page where we will use our custom tag. So here the one JSP tag is required for use our custom tag. So all thing is circulated, means it connected. Tag handler sender it connected with TLD file, and after defining tag name as well as tag handler in class, we required JSP page for custom tag. So this is the creation of custom tag. Create the tag handler class. So define a custom tag name ex hello. To create a custom tag in JSP, you must first create a Java class that act as a tag handler. So let us create a hello tag. For that you required this type of a code like import javax.servlet.jsp target x dot star javax dot servlet dot jsp, then import java.io dot star, public class hello tag extend simple tag support, public void do tag, here custom tag is created, throw JSP exception, IO exception, JSP writer out is equal to get JSP content dot get out method, out dot println hello custom tag. So this is our custom tag. Then TLD file. How can we create a TLD file? Tag library descriptor TLD contain the information of tag and tag handler class. It must be contained inside the web-inf. We all familiar whenever we create the coding in NetBeans. So same way we check the coding if available in web-inf directory or not. So this tag is contained in web.inf. Here the mytag.tld tag library descriptor is used, tl tag lib. Here the version is indicate, JSP version is indicate, then URI is web-inf. We require this total path. Then here the name is hello, tag class is mypackage.hello tag, and this body content empty. And JSP page, we all familiar with the JSP, same way by using the JSP tag lib prefix is ex. Here expression language is used. Then URI is equal to web-inf tld, this is the path. Then in the HTML part we require body is hello. So this is the hello custom tag. Okay, thank you for attending this session. Here the chapter in unit 4 is completed, Java server phase. We will discuss the next unit, that is Java server phase. Java server phase in next session, next video lecture. Please like and subscribe the channel. Thank you for attending this session.